Remember Orkut? Orkut was this social networking website, not app, that predated Facebook and was founded by this Turkish Google employee named, wait for it, Orkut. And at the time was the most popular website in India and Brazil, go figure. So this was 2004. I was in Frankfurt, Germany on Orkut at work on a Friday at 9 p.m. waiting for a colleague of mine to send me stuff so that I could finish my stuff and go back to this small, cold studio apartment I called home. Fun times. Now, Orkut, unlike Facebook, showed you the names of people that had clicked on your profile. And to digress a little bit, here's my theory for why Orkut failed and Facebook became wildly successful. It's basically because Facebook lets you silently stalk your exes, whereas Orkut did not. Coming back to my story, Orkut had notified me that a former colleague of mine, let's call her Kay, had clicked on my profile. Oh, hello, Miss Kay, I said to myself as I clicked on her profile. I noticed my heart skip a couple of beats. This was the highlight of my week. Oh, how low I'd fallen. I've got to remember that I was 24 years old then, working 14 hours a week, 14 hours a day, 6 days a week for clients who worked 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I wasn't then the smooth talking Don Juan I am today. So Miss K had announced on Orkut that she was moving to Paris for 3 months for a project and was very excited about it. Welcome to Europe, I posted on her wall as if I was the master of the Western world. And then I waited and I waited and I logged on to Orkut like 6 times, only to find a thanks in lowercase and no exclamation marks. This was the gratitude I was getting for my warm welcome, you Orkut stalking biatch. But anyway, there was a response the following Sunday where she said, hey, great to reconnect with you, Parag. Let's chat when I'm in the time zone. You bet we're going to reconnect. I sent her my email address. I asked her for hers. I was going to take this shit private. So I called her on the day that she was due to land in Paris. She answered her phone and was very surprised. She said, hey, I've just landed. I haven't even called my mom yet. What are you up to? I said, what are you doing this weekend? She said, well, I've just landed. So I'm probably going to unpack, take in the sights, the Eiffel maybe. I said, why don't I drive down and we can take in the sights together? She said, drive down. How far are you from Paris? I said, it's only about 500 kilometers. So if I leave in the morning, I should be there in time for brunch. Now I realized looking back that a lot of statements that I was making probably made Kay raise her eyebrows and roll her eyeballs, but I probably didn't care, or I was desperate enough not to care. So I drive down to Paris, and Kay, out of a lack of choice, accompanies me, and we walk around the city to the Sacré-Cœur, the catacombs, the cafes. And at some point she asked me, so what's going on? And I say, listen, I felt we had a bit of a connection back in the day, and I thought maybe we should restart things. She looked at me and said, the couple of times I helped you pick a gift for your mom and we had lunch, you thought those were dates? I said, kind of. This time she rolled her eyes in front of me. But then I drove down to Paris again the weekend after that and the weekend after that. And I could sense Kay's apprehension levels at my visits go down and her enthusiasm levels go up. Now, I don't know if it was the Paris summer, but she was warming up. Pretty soon, it was 8 or 10 trips that I made to Paris, and it was time for Kay to go back. It was a Sunday evening, and we were having dinner at a cafe. And I asked her, so where do you think this is going? Because, you know, long distance relationships don't really work. She looked down into her glass of wine as if she couldn't make out if she liked a Bordeaux or a Beaujolais, and said to me, listen, I've been meaning to tell you this, but I'm actually engaged to be married to another guy. And I thought this trip would be a good time to clear my head. Now, my heart was racing, right? Not unlike a pole vaulter ready to do his jump. Then she said, I've met you for the last few weeks now, and I think I've made a decision. Now I was sprinting, right? She said, I think I'm going to go back and get married to the guy. The pole broken, I crashed. She stood up, she said, "I'm sorry," and walked away. I looked down into her unfinished wine glass. The Bordeaux and I had both been rejected. This is the story of my long distance non-affair. Thank you.